Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. It's time for You Should Know This with the host of Get Your News On with Ron Placone, everybody.
What's up, Graham?
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good, buddy.
It's always great to see you, my friend. This is my favorite show, my favorite game to play. For those of you watching for the first time, you should know this. Ron is very knowledgeable about music, and I don't know anything about it. And I'm very knowledgeable about movies, and Ron doesn't know anything about it. So we play a little You Should Know This. Ron is going to read a line from a popular song, and I have to try to guess what it is. And then I'll read a line from a popular movie, and Ron will try to guess. So I am going to turn off the chat so I don't see this. So Ron, what should I know?
All right. Breaking rocks in the hot sun. I needed money because I had none. I left my baby and it feels so bad. I guess my race is run. She's the best girl that I ever had.
I fought the law and the law won.
Yes.
I fought the law and the law won. The Clash, baby.
The Clash, dude. Yes. That's a classic Clash tune. It has inspired so many wonderful songs, and it has been reworked and rewritten in tribute to them. The Dead Kennedys did I Fought the Law and I Won. So much fun has been had with that song, and it's just such a fun Clash tune. Johnny Marr does one of the best versions of that song I ever heard, because Johnny Marr just knocks it out of the park. And so classic Clash tune. I thought you might know that one. And a patron actually asked me to do a rewrite of that song for them. I do theme songs for people as a patron perk, and someone requested, will you do your take on I Fought the Law for me? And so I did a little take on it for them. My take was We Have a Society and Wall Street Won.
Oh,
that was my take.
Is that off of
maybe
London
we'll share it? Huh?
Is it off of London Calling or
no? I forget.
Sandinista?
It might be. I actually forget which album that's off of. I mean, it's one of those Clash tunes that you just know so well on its own that you kind of space oh, what album is that off of? But yeah,
the Clash. I'll tell you that's a band I actually know quite well.
You should know that. I actually have not one but two Clash masks. I have my wife got me a Clash mask. And Savage Joy got me a Clash mask. So I've been gifted 2 Clash masks. So sometimes people will say stuff if I have a Clash mask on, and so I've had a couple conversations with strangers where it's like, man, I wish Joe Strummer was with us right now. He'd have a lot to say about the world. Hey, London Calling, still, in my opinion, the coolest song about climate change there's ever been.
Oh yeah, they were talking about. I mean, that's the thing. They were talking about
climate change.
Yeah, and they were talking about the military-industrial complex in a lot of their songs. I mean, Ghetto Defendant. I mean, was talking about urban plate. I mean, they were on it, man. They were very, very political. That's why I loved them as a kid. I mean, when they came out and U2's first 2 albums, which were mainly about the war in Northern Ireland, many of the songs about the Northern War, I was way down with it.
Why did you have to ruin this? Why did you have to? We're talking about the Clash, and you bring U2.
Hold on, this. No, Ron.
U2 into this.
I've talked to you about this before.
I know.
You were born at a time where U2 had already sort of sold out and were this mega band doing stuff on Apple. If you were 12 years old.
No, I'm not that young. Their Apple album came out 10 years ago, Graham.
Right. Aren't you
Ron, you are 10.
But they had already become a mega band when you were young following music. They were already a mega band. I'm telling you,
I get it.
When you were 12, 13 and first starting to get into music, and you had this taste for not pop songs or whatever, right? You were had this taste for non-mainstream music, but had the album, I think it was U2 Boy was their first album, or October. I forget which one came out first. Had that song came out, those albums came out, and you listen to those songs, like once more in the name. I mean, like you would have, it would have affected you.
You
And
have said this, and I we will never know, but I will say this: I have gotten emails. I've literally gotten emails from people that are like, Ron, I know the stuff you were listening that you listened to, and I was listening to that stuff when it came out, which was the same time the U2 stuff came out. And trust me, no, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have liked you. And I'm like, I don't think I would have either. We'll never know because I don't have like a time machine to have been alive then. But you know, I listened to the early U2 stuff. I listened to other stuff, still connected with that other stuff. I feel like I'd be one of the punk rockers who was just like, yeah, I don't get this. But maybe not. Maybe
all
not.
right,
Maybe I would. I know some people that loved it all. I totally know some people that loved it all. But I feel like in U2's case, I wouldn't have been one of them. Now, I think I would have liked REM from day one. REM, I would have been like, I get this. But U2, I don't think I ever would have been into U2 guy. I don't think because I did since we've had these conversations multiple times. I have tried again on early U2. Like I'm like, yeah, maybe Graham's onto something, and then I'm just like, no, Graham really knows movies, but I hope he doesn't decide to. I hope he doesn't decide to write a music book anytime soon.
it's so funny because the world I was in, my friends who were all super into music, they were into the Clash, they were into REM, and they were into U2. They were into all of it at the same time.
A lot of people were. No, I get that. That's totally fair. A lot, and some of my most musically savvy friends, I mean, some of the best musicians I know are huge U2 fans. And we just like, it's just like, yeah, Ron doesn't get it. It's not just, I mean, there's some stuff that Ron loves that I just don't fricking, and it really is just a listener divide. But there are certain things I get it, I respect it, I appreciate it, but I don't, as a listener, just not. And U2, Dave Matthews, I want to like Dave. The guy has great politics. I really want to like him, but I don't freaking get it. I'll never enjoy
Yeah,
those songs.
that's not the same. But I think like you're
Depends on who you ask. Some people would say that is the same.
all right. I think what your first listening of U2 would have been like your first REM song was Stand. You know, like if the first REM song was Stand in the place where you live, you'd be like, bye,
I actually
suck
love
it.
that song. I mean, all that stuff was a certain at a certain level of establishment by the time I got to it, you know. But I went back. I mean, my college years was so REM heavy, and of course, it by that point they broke up shortly after. I mean, I got to see REM in 2004, and I'm glad I did because they didn't tour much after that. And by then they were like legendary status. But I went back and got the deep cuts and just really connected with everything REM. I feel like that's sort of a requirement for most people in college.
All right.
Especially like I feel like if you had the number of piercings that I did, you listened to REM a lot. Or you did something like you had a hacky sack, something. I don't know. But I feel like REM was sort of required.
All right.
Like if I was an action figure, there would be like an REM CD. That would be like if there was like a college action figure Ron, the accessory would be like an REM CD and like a Sonic Youth t-shirt. And then like
It was in college when Stan came out.
and then a fake phone number from a girl. That would be You want to talk about REM? Yeah, totally. Call me.
Call me. Oh, I got Bloomington Gas and Electric. That's weird.
She must have made a mistake.
She must have made a mistake. She probably wrote it down wrong. It was the bar's dark. She just couldn't see it. All right. Well, now turn off your
Turning it off.
Turn off the chat. I'm gonna now do a movie. Everybody hit the like button, like, share, subscribed. This is always fun to do. We got into
I'm so bad at this. You nailed yours this time, and I fucking
know,
God. Now the pressure's on. I really got to not screw this up.
all right. Let's see. Someday a real rain is going to come and wash all the scum off the streets. Junkies, whores, pimps, sick.
Oh, someday a real rain is gonna come. Oh. This is a drama. Yeah. Okay. Mm. I want to say 90s. Is that right?
No, it
No?
is
Mm.
in the era of The Clash.
Oh, really? Okay. It's not Network. That's not from Network.
No, but that's a
But
great call. I mean,
that's
it's
in
in
that
that,
vein.
it's right in that era of the golden era of social commentary and political movies in the 70s.
Okay.
This
All
movie is
right.
one of them. It's like it's on the short list of Network, what you call Three Dog Night, but it's actually 3 Days of the Condor.
Yeah. So it's not Network or Three Dog Night,
It's not,
but
no,
it might
it's
be.
not, it's not Network or Three Dog Night.
Oh man. Okay. So it's one of those like hard hitting social commentary movies of that. It's not Strange Love because that was 64. See, I knew that.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh?
Doctor Strangelove is 64.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Doctor Strangelove. Uh,
Three Dog Strangelove or whatever you're gonna call
Three
that
Dog
movie.
Strangelove.
Dr. Dog Night, or what are you calling it?
Dr. Dog is that they're a band actually. That is a band.
Of
They have
course
some
they
okay
are.
tunes.
Of course they are.
Oh man. Oh wait. I think I know this. I know this one. This is like one of those titles that like you hear it all the time and like I can see the movie, like I can see the title in my head, but I'm like the letters aren't there. You know what I mean?
I will give
Damn
you
it.
this hint.
All right.
I'm pretty sure some of the dialogue from this movie is in the Clash song Ghetto Defendant.
Oh man. So you went like conceptual here. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm like not gonna get the title, and then you're gonna say it, and it's gonna be so obvious, and be like, "Oh, I knew that." Bad News Bears.
Yes, it was Walter Matthau who said this when he was.
He said it to the kids. They were complaining about the other team, and he's like, "One of these days, there's gonna be a real." They didn't want. They wanted a rain delay, but it was just drizzling, and he was just like, "Get out there and play. One day, there's gonna be a real rain." And they're gonna be like, "We're children." And he's like, "Fuck that." And he sent them out there.
Yeah. Hey,
Right?
Buttermaker. Opens a beer. Someday a real rain will come. Wash all the scum off the streets. Buttermaker, get out there and play.
That was such a fun movie. I
That
love
movie's
that.
great.
That
That
was a
movie
great
is
movie.
great.
It's weird that as someone who doesn't enjoy baseball, there's still so many movies about baseball that I love. But I mean, what are you gonna do? All right. So let's get back to Three Dog Night. It's not Rain Man. No,
that was
way.
the 80s.
Damn it. Okay. And it's not Three Condors.
It's
What's
not Three
that?
Condors. Do you want another line from the movie?
Yeah, sure.
Here is a man who would not take it anymore. Here's a man who stood up.
Stripes.
No, Stripes was a comedy. Took place in the 80s.
Damn it. All right. And it's not Network. Network might have been the only one I knew.
Nope. It's you can keep guessing Network, but it's not. That's not going to change. So
still not Network.
Still not Network.
It hasn't become Network.
It didn't. No, it's not morphed into Network.
Be like, oh, that's all right. Damn it.
It's similar to what you're thinking the Network line is, which is I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take
it anymore. Yeah,
that's Network. It is similar in that a guy sort of mad, but it's his. I'll give you a hint. He's not. It's a voiceover of his sort of like thinking and journal, like.
Oh, all right. And this was 70s. One day a rain's gonna come and it's gonna wash over. And this is social commentary, anti-war movie.
It's really about. There's a lot of commentary within this movie. Is it an anti-war movie? Directly, no, but I believe it's referenced that he's a veteran, but it's not a big piece of the film.
Okay. Okay.
Takes place in a big city.
Takes place in a big city. All right. Lost in New York.
No, but that's the right city.
Is New York in the title of the movie?
No.
Damn it. All right. Well, that doesn't do much for me then. I was thinking it. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Lost in Translation.
Did you?
Lost.
Nobody's lost.
TV show Lost.
The TV show Lost. Yes, it took place in New York City in
Yes.
the 70s. That's correct. Absolutely. Ron Placone is the winner.
They thought they were on an island, but then somebody was like, dude, this is
It's
just
Manhattan,
Astoria. What are you doing? Like, he was just like, I've discovered some things. We're stranded. And they were like, dude, this is just a coffee shop. He's like, what are
Yeah.
you? They're like, we're hipsters. They're like, you can get a train out of here. And that was the show.
We'll never get off the island. Yeah, you can. You take the train. There's buses. There's like a bunch of ways out of here.
That would be kind of funny. Like they were just like right off of New York. Like they were right off of Ellis Island the whole time. And it's like they just randomly found out.
Oh,
Like,
fuck,
it's that uninhabited thing. Like someone.
yeah. No, dude, there's the Staten Island ferry, right? You can just get on that and go.
They shoot up a flare. They're like, this is our last. And then they hear someone be like, cut it out, you asshole. And they're like, what's that? And then it's like, it's just Staten Island.
It's just Staten Island. Shut up already.
Oh,
do you want the
God.
lead character's name?
That might help, but I doubt it. Shoot it at me.
This will give it away. Travis
Really?
Bickle.
No, that doesn't do anything for me.
Travis Bickle does nothing for you.
I know it should. It doesn't do any. I still don't know. I know who that is, but like that doesn't like, yeah, you're the 70s and social comment. Yeah. And it was and I should know it from the Clash song, but no, I'm still not. Give me like a hint about the title.
It's a job.
It's a job? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, it's definitely not Factotum. That's not a job technically. But and plus, yeah, that's a deep cut. You wouldn't go, it's a job. The Postman.
Close, but that's
a job.
No, that's a job, but
that is a job.
In the same vein. I mean, it is
The Pianist.
No.
That's a good movie.
That came out in the 90s.
Oh, and it was just called The Piano. Yeah, I'm out there.
The Pianist, I think you're thinking about is the.
Oh, is that a thing too? I mean, I'm sure it's a thing. Let's see. All right, so it's a job. No. What's that thing called? Like the Paperboy or something? Not that. You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Like that's not it, though.
Yeah. Postman always rings twice. It's not that.
Damn it. The Engineer. The Rocketeer.
I'll tell you this. It is 2 words, and it's
All right.
not the. It's of the job is this thing. It's
a 2-word job.
Yeah.
Man. What 2-word jobs are out there?
Professional comedian.
Yeah. All right. English teacher.
Oh, see, there you go. That's close. There you go. That's
that a movie?
Title. No, but it's
maybe. Is one of the words teacher?
No.
Good teacher.
Good teacher. 3 Condor teachers.
3 Condor dog night teacher. Lost teacher.
Nobody's lost, Ron. Nobody's lost.
All right. But it does take place in New York City, and it's a job. I should know this. It's probably
what is a job that's pretty, other cities have this, but this is a like New York job, especially
Pizza
in the,
man.
okay, especially in the 70s.
Street sweeper.
Close. Now we're getting close.
Oh, this is sort of like the garbage man.
Close.
Okay. Chimney sweep. Was it Mary Poppins? Saying there's gonna be a real rain, chimney.
One day a real rain will come sweeping down the chimney, get rid of all the whores and the junkies and the pimps, mate. Like,
step in time, step in time, step in time, step in time. Rain's gonna wash the junkies away. Step in time, step in time. That's my final.
This movie would never be made into a musical. Just to give you a hint. It'd be like Apocalypse Now.
So it's not going to be at the Capitol next year. They're not. It's not going to be the cast of Hamilton's not going to do this one.
No, Ron. God, this is my favorite part of the show. I love this. Is why I love this.
I feel like I really should know this. Well, that's the name. All right. So it's a job, and it's particular to New York in the 70s. 2 words. Coin operator.
Huh? Yeah.
Telephone operator. Machine man.
What?
Machinist. The machinist. Oh, wait. That's not in there.
The Machinist is actually.
That's a movie.
It is a movie, Ron. It is a movie.
Yeah. I don't know much about that one.
It's what? There's a lot of what on the streets of New York City.
Garbage, litter picker upper, litter scooper, poop scooper.
What else are on the streets?
Garbage.
Everything isn't garbage, Ron. Like it's just
leaves. What? Like, all right. So it's a job that deals with stuff on the streets. It's not a street sweeper. Snowplow.
No, that's a
Snowman.
vehicle that's on the streets, Ron. Now we're getting close.
Oh, okay. So this job uses a vehicle.
Yes.
Taxi man.
What?
Taxi. The taxi. Cab. That's the movie Taxi Cab?
No, you're so close.
Green taxi. Yellow taxi. Taxi. Taxi dog. Taxi pie. Garbage taxi. Is it garbage taxi?
Garbage taxi. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. Oh my God.
I love that movie. I've seen that one. Garbage. You know what we have to do? Like at some point, like one of these like ridiculous guesses I have, like we have to write that movie. Like,
we have to write Garbage Taxi.
A movie called Garbage Taxi. Where it's just like everything else is like this city has one taxi driver left. Everything else is just Uber and Lyft. And he makes it his mission to expose them and to make Garbage Taxi take float.
Oh my God.
It could be a cool movie.
That's such a great premise.
So taxi's one of the words.
Yes.
Black taxi.
Taxi's the first word.
Taxi man. Taxi cab.
Okay. What's another name for a taxi man?
Driver. Taxi driver.
Yes.
That's the movie? Taxi driver. I didn't know that was a movie. I got to see it.
Oh my God, Ron. I'm sorry. I'm going to pull up IMDb real quick.
Here, I'm looking at the thing. Ron just said the name. He said it. I guess everyone knew this for a while. He said, what planet is this man from?
Oh God.
I'm just bad with movie titles. Although this one I'm not familiar with.
All right, Taxi Driver. I'm going to share the screen because Ron, you have to. This movie was like, it's amazing. This is maybe my favorite.
Garbage Taxi, the musical.
Garbage Taxi. This is my favorite one. You not knowing Clint Eastwood is number 2 when we were in San Francisco, and then
that was just I got there. That was just on the spot.
Taxi Driver. It was directed by Martin Scorsese. Written by Paul Schrader. It starred Robert De Niro, Jodie Foster, and Sybil Shepherd.
Oh, no shit. Oh, I should know this. Yeah. Well, that's the name of the show.
Albert Brooks is in it. I mean, it's like, it is, I forget how many awards. I want to see how many. It won all these Academy Awards. It's really like the city is, it's urban blight. It's just, everything's collapsing. Here's the trailer. I want to show you this trailer.
Second call, 401 Port Hamilton, 417. 1 item 5. Alfano, 448.
De Niro.
4 and 5.
In Bang the Drum Slowly, the critics called him a brilliant new talent. Under Mean Streets, they said he was a genius. For his performance in The Godfather Part 2, they gave him the Academy Award.
Come on, man. Just get me out of here, all right?
Now, Robert De Niro creates a terrifying portrait of life on the edge of madness.
Tabby, just forget about this. It's nothing.
Taxi Driver, a film by Martin Scorsese.
Nice.
Yeah, people do anything in front of a taxi driver. I mean, anything. People too cheap to rent a hotel room.
Oh, driver, hurry up, will you?
People want to embarrass you. It's like you're not even there. It's like, like a taxi driver doesn't even exist. This city here is like an open sewer, It's full of filth and scum.
I think I know what you mean, Travis. But it's not going to be easy.
How do you guys get to be a Secret Service man? What? I was just curious because I thought maybe I'd make a good one. Hey, what kind of guns do you guys carry? 38s, 45s, 357 Magnums, something bigger maybe? Hi, I'd like to volunteer.
Why?
Why? Because I think that you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
The taxi driver is looking for a target. Getting ready. Getting organized. Preparing himself for the only moment in his life that will ever mean anything.
How much for everything?
$350 for the Magnum, $250 for the 38, $1.25 for the 25, $150 for the 380.
That taxi driver's been staring at us.
You talking to me?
Oh shit, that's where that's from.
You talking to me?
I don't know who's weirder, you or me.
I don't see anyone else
Talking to
here.
me? Well, who the hell else are you talking? Talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.
I don't believe I've ever met anyone quite like you.
Oh, yeah?
You will never see a more chilling performance than this. Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver.
Man,
Harvey Keitel's in the movie.
dude. Sometimes I forget how different movie previews were back then.
Yeah.
Like they had like this weird kind of narration thing that, I mean, I guess they still have that, but it's like a lot different now.
Now it's not, they just did like a man on the edge. That's how the movie trailers were back then. It was this movie. Yeah. It won Academy Awards. This was an, it's one of those movies you got to watch, Ron.
It's on my list, man. Taxi Driver. I got it, dude.
Garbage Taxi.
I'm gonna see it any day now. Big Gray Taxi. I got it. It is written down. Taxi, High Voltage. Right on the top of my list. I'm gonna watch that movie tomorrow. Garbage Taxi.
Garbage Taxi. Oh God, Ron.
That's hilarious.
I just loved it. You were just like, and
That's
like Taxi Driver never popped into your head until you
yeah.
just eliminated every other word.
You know what, man? It's a beautiful tragedy or whatever, because it's like, I mean, Garbage Taxi, that's hilarious. This guy tries to make like a local competition because, you know, like there'll be some commentary in there of how the gig economy is screwing over workers, but it'll be done through a satirical, fun lens. Because this guy is just like, man, this ride sharing thing, we gotta actually help the people. I'm starting Garbage Taxi. And that's like the thing. Like they're kind of they're like the anti-Uber, and they try to make it catch on.
Oh God, Garbage Taxi.
Garbage Taxi.
Garbage Taxi. When a man's been pushed too far by ride sharing apps.
Yeah. It's just some dude, like he lives in like Eugene, Oregon or something, and he's like, we gotta just get rid of it. And like people are like, yeah, we'll support you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we'll get a garbage taxi. They're like, no, we got garbage taxis here. And the drivers get paid better. He picks off all the Uber and Lyfters.
Yeah, you own your own car. It's a worker cooperative, and you get the majority of the profits. Oh, cool. That sounds like great. Garbage Taxi.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing that in New York City, actually, ironically enough. They do have something like they have like a driver's co-op thing that they started where it's like, okay, we're gonna work the same way. Or it's an app, but like we all share in the profits. It's a workers co-op. So anyway.
Right.
Pizza Rat. Someone put in Pizza Rat.
Pizza Rat.
Garbage Taxi. Taxi. 3 dogs. 3-dog taxi. Oh man.
Oh,
we did it. You did good on yours.
It was my favorite episode of You Should Know This, I think.
This was your favorite?
This is my favorite one.
It was up there. I mean, there were some fun discoveries here. Taxi driver. You talking to me? Now, if you would have done that line, I would have been like, I totally know that line. That's a classic line in a movie but I'm not going to get the name of the movie.
Right.
I would have been like, oh,
everybody knows that line. Are you talking to me? But that's another line. And here is a man who would not take it anymore. That's a line, I believe, in Ghetto Defendant that they took from Taxi Driver.
Really? That's
because Ghetto Defendant came out, I think, in 79. This movie came out in 76.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah,
man.
So, oh, Ron, thank you for joining us today on another exciting episode of Garbage Taxi.
Garbage Taxi, baby.
Where can people see you and follow you online for all of your Garbage Taxi updates?
You can follow me at Ron Placone on Twitter, YouTube Ron Placone, Rockfin Ron Placone. Get your news on with Ron wherever you get your podcasts, and ronplacone.com for tour dates. I'm going to be out in the spring, Pittsburgh, Canada, Burlington, Vermont, Portland, Maine, Boston, New York. See if I'm coming to a city near you, ronplacone.com.
And we're supposed to be doing Anything Can Happen next Thursday. We're waiting to find out on that.
Yeah, we should be doing Anything Can Happen next Thursday.
All right, because we got 2 guests lined up, so that should be next Thursday, 7:00 with Marilyn Rice Cup and Mike Kaplan, on Thursday the 13th.
13th.
Yeah. So, all right, buddy. Thanks for coming on the show, and have fun. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. See you soon.
Bye, buddy. Garbage
Peace.
Taxi for life.
Garbage Taxi for life.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood, and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.